Sun, moon, stars.
It's a dark night, 2-0. So, you see the beacon of light through that black hole? Greetings, signs and moons, and of course, I have to welcome back all my stars. I'm going to go ahead and get into channeling this energy. All right. Now, what I'm picking up here is an extension of the previous reading. So, for those of you that have not checked it out, a link for that will be in the info cards. However, in regards to someone's education, this has a lot to do with you pursuing your passion. However, because fears is here with it, with a black hand, what this is getting to is someone overcoming so they can transcend. Now, this is due to you receiving a hand. However, for this individual that this is for, what this is talking about is your reciprocation. Now, this certainly is involving your participation in an event, and because you were present at someone's domain, you were able to access a part of your brain that you normally wouldn't have been able to. Now, this could also double as you receiving downloads. However, for a group of individuals, they are not aware of where these downloads come from. And due to this coming out like this, what I foresee in the coming months is someone that you called upon in the recent past not being able to respond. And this is because of a conjuring. Now, you may know that someone was summoned. However, because this Kolpak energy is here, what this is talking about is someone not realizing what they summoned. Now, this indeed has a lot to do with your pathway to ascension. However, because you gravitated towards a book that you know nothing about to do some form of conjuring, this is the reason why everyone in your environment is in an uproar and chaos is ensuing. Now, because I picked up these cards off the carpet, what this is getting to is someone not being able to speak the truth. Now, this certainly has a lot to do with the binding of someone's lips that was certainly caused by a spell candle. However, what I'm also picking up is someone was not accepted. Now, for some, this has something to do with their education. And for others, what this is talking about is an adapt. Now, if you feel like this is your energy, what I'm also picking up is you could be this child's parent and you know that they are gifted. And because I'm getting a certain type of energy, for someone involved in this, you can now rest assured that your child is a prodigy. Now, what I also know to be true is if you feel like the individual that you conjured up was someone that was an elder from your past, what this is talking about is you being wrong. However, because it is someone else's elder, what you did was announce that they were coming. And because you did this, you received some sort of upgrade, or whomever this is did. Now, what I'm also getting is someone is learning some type of lesson in regards to a secret. Now, somebody may have asked you to keep a secret, and because they asked you this, you withheld your end of the bargain. However, because this card turn is revealing that this was indeed a karmic relationship, what this is talking about is you realizing that a pantheon that you called upon is not for your best interest. Now, what I also know to be true is someone involved in this feels like if they send what they conjured up to me, that I'll get rid of it. And because of this, every time you don't feel this energy in your domain, you start recording. Now, for some, this has a lot to do with content off of this platform. However, for the particular individual that is doing this, they are a co-worker of mine. Now, what I also know to be true is the secret here is the fact that you own a pendulum and you actively use it. However, because this Atarga is here with Morgan Le Fett, what this is getting to is you not being a sorceress, and again, you not being accepted in a particular craft. Now, for those of you that are interested in this video, however, you know nothing about divination or you're not a diviner, what this is getting to is you bearing witness to something. Now, for some, you bore witness to something spiritually, and what this is talking about is either you heard something or it came to you in the dream state. Now, you may have also heard someone precautioned, and because you heard this, you are now aware that this was the Kalpak energy. However, due to this Maragan energy coming out in reverse, this is also telling, and what this is telling is someone's craft is not for them. Now, you may also feel like you are oppressed or your gift was, and because of this, this repression energy is coming out on the fence. Now, because this energy is one that is very dark, I'm not going to do a part 2. However, because I know that when I do these type of readings, it clears your environment and the individuals that watches it, I'm going to end this reading. Now, if you are someone that owns any type of demonology or any type of incanting, What I'm going to advise you is to stop summoning these Asikina for your divinatory purposes and then attempting to send them to me so I can get rid of them. Because what's going to happen is they're going to be present in your domain and in your ride and everywhere you go, because I'm tired of clearing your energy for free, and that is it. What is your name? What is your name? Sergisias Etha.